Welcome to a lesson with Dr. Powell. Let's take a look at another graph transformation. We'll do square root this time. It's a nice one to use. Let's do -2 square root of 5 minus 2x plus 1. Okay, let's think about what's happening here. Pathway from the old function, the square root. What's the computational pathway from the square root to the y? What's the computational pathway from the square root? So the whole thing right inside, just touching the square root to the x. All right, for the y, it's pretty simple. We see it. We multiply by 2 and by -1, but we'll keep those separate because geometrically they mean different things. So we multiply by 2 and we multiply by -1 for the y. So I'll just do like this. Then the next thing we do is we add 1. Keep the order of operations there. Be careful with them because the order of operations here is also the order of the geometry, and it can affect things and change things up if you mix up the orders. So this means we stretch. This means we reflect vertically, so it means across the x-axis. This means we shift up 1. For x, let's see what happens. Well, let's write out 5 minus 2x and see what the pathway is to get to x. First thing, subtract 5. Next thing, maybe we'll have a little bit more room here. Let's multiply by -1. Next thing, multiply by 1/2. So that's what's done for x. First thing, we subtract 5. And that's a shift. That's a shift to the left. This was a shift up. Okay. Next thing, we multiply by -1. Well, if you multiply all your x values by a negative, that just reflects it. This time across the y-axis. The x values become a changing sign. Then the next thing we do is we multiply by 1/2. So we compress. Okay, so these are the transformations in order of all of these. And so if you were to follow these, you would be able to get the graph, but this video at least illustrates how to get the order of the transformations and which ones. And thanks for watching.